Good afternoon. I'm Stuart Robertson. Just wanted to give, in my opinion, the best way to get a brand partner up and running. Let's just share my screen and see if we can. It looks like it's the right one there. Right, beautiful. Okay, so now if I go here and if I go back to here, that go. Right. I'm going to have to reshare. I've got too many screens. That's my problem. Share that one. There. Now it's telling me I've got the right screen share. Right, yeah. So there is a document that I've posted, which you can follow along with if you wish, or you can use at a later date, but it has a lot of links in it, which I'm about to show you here. So the link that you're looking at is called Team FSI X39freedom.net. It has a lot of information here. It could take many days to get through it all. However, I just want to show you the parts that are important to a new brand partner. Now, of course, for a new brand partner to be successful, I think they need to be familiar with their back office and the reports that you can get from that. But of course, as a brand new brand partner, there won't be any reports. But I think for yourself to get a new brand partner working, you need to be familiar with your back office and the reports that you can print from there. So there are trainings on that, and in fact, in this Team FSI website, there are trainings on how to. And it just goes straight through everything, back office and how you should set up your computer, how you should set up your web pages, and you name it, it's there. There's so much information there. So please concentrate on that if you're not already familiar with your back office. Now, to get onto the Team FSI website, the homepage is actually free for everybody. In other words, you don't need to have a password to get into it, and therefore you can access it and share it with your brand new customers, and they can use the various links to help themselves improve their results. There's testimonies there, as you can see, product training guide, how the various patches work. So much stuff here. I think probably the most beneficial one for them on day one is the health tracker. And everybody should fill one of these out, even if you've been on it now for a few weeks or even a couple of months. It's worth filling one out now so that you can see what happens further down the road, because even after 90 days, you're still going to be seeing improvements. And in fact, 10, 12 months, more years, even some people 2 to 3 years are still seeing results and improvements in their health. So fill that out and then watch what happens. It's amazing. One of the things that I found over the years with people in their health is that they're not suffering pain anymore. They forget they even had it. So, they think, oh, what's going on? Well, remind them, get them to fill this out, and they can see and remind themselves of where they were when they started. Very important. Alrighty, so once you've got them through that, they're happy with that, they become an upgrade to a brand partner. It even shows them how to do that, become a brand partner when a preferred customer. You can then get to the start page, give them the password, and they can then get into the start page. Now, this little video here, it's an hour long. and there are parts of it that um, are more relevant than to a brand new brand partner than to someone who's a little bit more advanced, but well worth spending the time to get through that and understand it. This one is brilliant. It's 5 or 6 minutes long, and it's shows you how to get to manager with uh, your basically with your points and your. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Trevor's voice there, but it's a really good one. And as I say, it's only 5.5 minutes long. Start with the end in mind. Absolutely brilliant little video here. And just the information just goes further and further. It's a really great place to start, that start page. But one of the things that you really, well, this video here helps to get across is that the launch bonus is only current for the first 8 weeks you're in business. A little bit longer if you start, say, on a Wednesday, then your 8 weeks start on the Sunday. But basically, you've got 8 full weeks to take advantage of the launch bonus. So show a bit of urgency. Make sure that they understand that they can make a lot of money in that first 8 weeks. And if they do that and show a couple of other people how to do the same thing, the next 8 weeks is going to be even bigger. So I guess you need to suss out people, let them do what they feel is best, but you've got to make sure that they understand the options. Do you have a way of explaining the options or the benefits? Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming because there is a lot. I mean, just the X39 patch alone can take a lot of explaining because there is so many benefits to it. And then the product, the business itself, how that can benefit people from just paying for their own patches to earning $100 a week to earning $1,000 a week and more, much more. So I guess you need to make sure that the customers can see how the product works, and they need good follow-up to make sure that they do get work. I mean, people forget to put it on. It doesn't work if you don't put it on. Keep following them up. There's an old saying, fortune is in the follow-up. Make sure they fill in that health track, and then they can see their progress. Tell stories at every chance you get. Facts tell, stories sell, and use that Nova Freedom info page, and I'll just show you that here. That should be, yeah. So that's the Nova Freedom, which is opened on the testimonials page. As you can see over here, you get the overview, and you're probably all familiar with that. The links, depending on whether you're looking on mobile or PC or laptop, whatever, there's different layouts, but there's links along the top, links along the bottom. The testimonials is what I'm interested in here because they are absolutely spectacular. And the videos, there's a string of videos here if they're going to show up for me. Here we go, they're starting to load. Send them one of these every day. Get familiar with them yourself because, somebody says to you, oh, I've got this arthritis, well, let's show them the video. Well, the easiest way to do that is just click on the YouTube link and then click up in the page up the top there and copy paste it into a message to your prospect or your new customer. Just keep showing them how good the patches are. There's so many really good stories here. It's just amazing. Get familiar with them all so that as soon as somebody says they've got something that's troubling them, bang, you've got a video to show them. Yeah, every day, even, if not at least one a week. So let's go. We've got a new recruit, upgraded to brand partner. What do we do now? So if they're hungry, and you'd assume they are because they aren't a preferred customer anymore, you set them up with the Team FSI webpage. You set them up with their referral links, their training links, their support emails, your web bookmarks, desktop file folders. All these things, as I say, are in the how-to. Uh, so it's under the how-to link there, and just everything you need to know is there. Trevor's done such an amazing job with this. It's such a good tool. And then, of course, um, you need to get them setting goals. What do they want to do? They want to pay for the patch. They want to earn $100 a week. Any goal, it doesn't matter what the goal is, as long as they can see there's somewhere to go in the future. And to do that, I think probably the best way is to go to the Go Manager page. And that's this link at the top of the page here. You can see my mouse. And that little video again. So it's only 5 minutes long. It shows them how to do that. It's easy to do. There's all of the circles. These can be a little bit overwhelming for a lot of people, especially when they show big numbers like 300 QV, 300 PV. What does all that mean? I prefer this little tile here, which is just plain and simple and just shows how easy it is to do. Active brand partner, that's what you become as soon as you as soon as you upgrade and you purchase a sleeve of patches. The two types of patches, of course, are the standard patches at 55 volume points, and then there's the premium patches X39 and X49, which are 77 PV. But just one sleeve of patches each month, and you're a qualified active brand partner. Very easy. And if you get another active brand partner, you get 3% on everything that they do. So that's easy as it. You get 10 of those, and you're earning just about paying for your own patches. However, definitely the next one, if you get 10 customers, you are first one-star manager and earning 5% on any brand partners. Of course, you as you should see here, it says 750 points and 110 personal. Well, these are personal customers. 10 personal customers will give you 770 points, and that in fact makes 770 personal volume. So it's done. But even if you only get one personal customer and 9 brand partners that do one sleeve each, that won't ever happen, because most brand partners are scared of it serious. They buy 3 or 6 or 9 to start with. So, a couple of brand partners and one customer. You just need a customer and a sleeve yourself, and you're qualified. It's just so simple, and as soon as you've learned that, I mean, this is all of these. This, as I said, it can be complicated and a little bit overwhelming, but if you can learn those first 2 steps, it's really all you have to learn. You can go on to make $1 million a year. Just that's it. That's all you need. And really, to get into 2-star manager, you just double it. Let's say you got 3 brand partners that came in with the core pack. There's 9 sleeves. One sleeve yourself. Well, you need 2 sleeves. Any 2 sleeves, one of the basic ones and one of the premiums will do 110, and you're now 2-star manager. It's that simple. All right. Where do we go? I guess you need, as we said, you need to determine where your brand partners want to be, what their goals are, and with a bit of luck, you're going to get a couple that want to do even more than you, which is my goal, to find 2 or 3 brand partners that want to be millionaires. That'll do me nicely. Thank you very much. But this Go Manager page basically shows you everything you need. It even gives you the goal sheets. approaches, how to speak to people, whether they're being what we call your warm market, your friends and family, or cold calling, or whatever. If you're into that, it's just everything here. I'll go down to that in a moment, but I think there's a little thing that always bugged me at first, and that was the philosophy that getting people to buy a starter pack with the 300 or 295 points, like a core pack. If they're like me, then they do nothing for the next 3 months because they've got 3 packets of sleeves and they're trying it out. They want to see if it works, and so they do nothing the next 3 months. Well, that's a philosophy. Not a good one, but I think it's still a philosophy and it's still a reality. But try changing that philosophy. When they buy a starter pack, they've got 3 sleeves. Okay, so they can share it with their partner. There's 1 sleeve gone, it's a sleeve each, and they've got one that they can use as samples. But the great thing is that now when they get someone who wants to be a brand partner and has some goals, they can see that, oh, well, I did that, so you should do this too. This might work for you too. Totally different philosophy, I think, and it encourages people to get out, talk to people, and sell those packs on. Just get them comfortable with it and let them see, let them do what they're going to do. Show them the system, see how it works, and keep following up with them. I think probably, how will they know if they're interested in the business? If people become brand partners just one, to please you, or 2, to get them a little bit cheaper, and possibly earn a few dollars here and there. But the Trevor's put out this amazing page, and I'll just show you this page right here now. It's called the Game Plan Interview. And the video here, actually, 30-minute video, it's just brilliant. He's done such a good job in this, and I'm really getting into using this now. You can download the actual interview here. As you'll see, I can scroll through it. It just asks questions to your new recruits. Just download it there and print it off if you want to, or look at it on screen. But you start off with an interview for your brand partner, your new brand partner. My goal is to help you make money as quickly as possible, because doing that will dramatically increase your belief that with this opportunity you can achieve your goals. But I don't want to be pushy, and you feel as though I'm being pressured by me to do anything. I'll make some suggestions, but it's always going to be your choice as to what you do and when. Is that okay? It shows you the system that we've got here, and the little 5-minute video, which is excellent. And then we get into this little tick box, if you like. And I'd suggest that you fill one of these out yourself. Watch the videos, go to the web pages, tick off each box as you do it, and you'll start to feel confident with what you know. They're calling it the Go Manager B Quadrant Business Owner, and business owner is the key here. You own a business, so it's up to you as to whether you make it a business or whether you just treat it like a hobby. But yeah, so valuable. I'd be taking advantage of that as much as you can. So I guess that's probably my little spiel. I think one thing that I can't get across enough is that you really want to be making people feel confident that they can do it too. There's the old saying, if they can do it, I can do it too. I feel more inclined to think along the lines of your people seeing that you can do it, or your upline can do it, then they can teach me too, which I think's probably more how people feel. But anyway, the last thing that I wanted to cover is that Facebook We have Facebook groups available, and there's a whole list of them here on my sheet. I won't go into them now, but they you can invite your people to these Facebook groups either as a customer, or if they're a brand partner, then there's some for brand partners, and they give the stories. The stories, as I said before, facts tell, but stories sell. So you can get them into one of these groups, and they can see the stories of people getting results on the patches, what patches they've used to get the results, and they can also see, then what patches to recommend to their customers that have particular health problems. Though we always recommend that people start on the X39 and then possibly the Aeon next, and work their way in from there. But the Facebook groups can do that for you as well. And Facebook groups can do just about anything. If they ask a question on the Facebook group, everybody's going to answer it for them, and they'll get so many different answers. One of them will be right for them. It's brilliant. So, yeah, get into those, take advantage of those. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll stop the recording here and look forward to any questions. Thanks.